What is going on, everybody? Yvonne here. Now, if you guys have ever wanted to start a podcast but don't know where to start, you guys are in the right place. Today, we're going to cover one of the most popular podcast hosting platforms out there, Buzzsprout. The platform is known for its ease of use and it's extremely beginner friendly. It has a ton of features baked into it, and it even has AI that can clear up some of the audio that you guys are importing in. We're going to be covering the features, pricing, and different use case scenarios for Buzzsprout to see if it's going to be a good fit for you guys. We're going to be going through a step-by-step tutorial on how to get you guys' podcast running, so stay tuned and let's jump into the platform. And because this is a step-by-step tutorial, if you guys do want to follow along with everything that I'm doing, there is going to be an exclusive link down below for a free trial of the platform. And once you guys click on that link, here's going to be the screen that we're going to see. Let's go ahead and press check it out here, and let's get started for free. Alrighty, we're going to enter in our first name as well as our email that we're going to use. So let's go ahead and create our podcast. Go ahead and set our password up. I'm guessing for most of you guys watching this video, you guys are going to be new to podcasts. Let's go ahead and select the new podcaster option, and let's make our podcast about swimming and water polo, because that's what I grew up playing. You can go ahead and write up your description, but just for example purposes, we're just gonna write NA. Let's go ahead and start podcasting. Alrighty, now this is gonna be the main screen whenever we actually get started with the Buzzsprout platform. Now, once you guys have the audio file that you're ready to use, let's go ahead and upload it right over here with the upload new episode file. Drag your guys' file right over here, and you can even utilize magic mastering, and it's gonna smooth out your guys' audio with the use of AI. The AI features have a ton to offer, so I personally wouldn't sleep on them, as they can make your guys' life a lot easier. Since this is an example, I'm not gonna upload my own audio file here, but it's pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is just drag and drop, and you're gonna be ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this step right over here, and from here we can modify our episode title, description, or even play around with the artwork, right? So the actual thing that you see when the podcast pops up. What's cool about Buzzsprout's platform is that it integrates with Canva pretty seamlessly, so you can actually make your design in Canva and later on import it into the platform. You can go ahead and modify the season, the episode type, right? Or even check this box right over here if there's gonna be any type of explicit content. And once you guys have uploaded your file, you guys are going to be ready to go. Now, you might be asking yourself, Yvonne, what's the next step? And the next step that I would personally do whenever getting started with the platform is to make sure you guys just tie in all of you guys' accounts. Make sure that you guys connect all the different directories to it. You can find them by clicking on directory right over here. You connect all the different apps in one place. That's going to ensure that you guys' content is actually getting to the actual listener. And that way we can also take the analytics from this podcast and see exactly how you guys' podcast is performing. And to see those analytics, all we got to do is just go to the stats button right over here. And I know we don't have a podcast just yet, but once you guys get one in motion, you're going to be able to see your guys' listens for the last 30 days, 90 days, all times, or even customize the range. However, as we scroll down here, there's going to be a lot more here for us, ranging from our top episodes to the top apps where the podcast was listed on, how many downloads we got, and same thing with the dashboards, right? For both Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. And if you guys want to get a little bit more granular into this, all you got to do is just go to episode downloads or apps and devices, and you can actually see breakdown side by side on what is working versus what is not. This information is going to be crucial for you guys' growth, and something that Buzzsprout does really well is that it centralizes all that information within one place, so you guys see exactly what is working versus what is not. And that way, whatever is working, we want to double down on it, and whatever is not, we want to stop doing it ASAP. Like for example, if I go to the locations button right over here, and we're able to see North America, South America, Africa, I'm able to see how many downloads I'm getting from each specific place. That way, if I see a ton of downloads coming from Australia, I can cater my content to that specific Australian audience. Again, this kind of depends on your guys' style, and that's why I personally connect your guys' own account, and that way all these statistics and stats are very personalized to your guys' account. Because for a lot of you, you're going to want to make some money from this. Like, you're putting in a lot of hours, you have a lot of guests, you're talking about a lot of different things. With all that hard work, we want to make some money. And that's where Buzzsprout really shines, because we can just go to the monetization tab right over here, and from here there's going to be a lot of different features when it comes to monetization. Unfortunately, for many of these, you do need a paid account. So if you are trying to monetize, I would recommend to sign up for one of the paid accounts. However, once you guys do sign up for that paid account, there's going to be a lot at stake here. You'll be able to accept payments and publish exclusive content for your guys' audience, which can be huge when it comes to recurring revenue. In addition to that, you guys can actually even run ads for different podcasts on the platform, have sponsors and affiliates, or even have your guys' own show link, which you can lead the user to Patreon, podcast, buy me coffee, stuff like that. And look, don't worry, Buzzsprout is not going to take like a random ad and put it in the middle of your guys' podcast, right, to make a couple dollars. The platform is really smart, and it knows exactly what time is going to be most optimal for an ad. There's so many podcasts that are hosted on the platform, there's so much data at stake that it knows exactly what to do based on the numbers alone. Something that I personally like to play with is when we go to the home option here, there's going to be the dynamic content feature. Let's go ahead and click on that. So for example, with that podcast that was published 5 years ago, if we had a piece that had dynamic content in there, we can actually modify exactly what is going to be presented to our end user. And that way, all the information is going to get accurate, and it's not not going to feel like Back to the Future moment whenever you guys listen to a podcast from 5 years ago. But overall, Buzzsprout has a ton of different features ranging from fan mail to magic mastering when it comes to utilizing artificial intelligence to make your guys' audio smoother, so you can't really go wrong with the platform. Check it out. If we go to the website option right over here, we can literally centralize everything when it comes to our website in one place. That way, it kind of creates a website for you guys' podcast. You can have all your links in there when it comes to Patreon or other podcasts, and that way everybody can find you. This can be really important for SEO, and that can be one of the ways that people actually get to know about you guys' podcast. And one more thing I wanted to point out before we hop off here is that with the free version, your guys' podcast is only hosted for 90 days. If you guys want your podcast to be hosted indefinitely, you do need to get one of the paid plans. The cheapest one that I'd recommend is going to be at $12 a month, and it's going to allow you guys to upload 3 hours of listening time each month. It's going to give you guys a ton of other features that we talked about, like the advanced analytics, unlimited storage, right? Or even importing you guys' podcast completely for free. If you do want to add some of those AI features, it is going to cost you guys a couple bucks a month. However, just with the cheapest plan here for $12 a month, I think it's going to be more than enough for most of you guys. And pretty much the more you guys upload or the more shows you guys have, the bigger the plan you guys need. However, if you just have one show, the cheapest plan should be enough. And there you guys have it. That was a step-by-step tutorial on how to get started with a Buzzsprout platform. Whether you guys are a complete beginner or you already have a couple podcasts out, you can't really go wrong with Buzzsprout's platform. If you guys do want to try out the platform for yourself, there is going to be an exclusive link down below in the description for a free trial of the platform. Make sure to go through that link as it tremendously helps support the channel. Remember that on this channel, we make videos regarding starting and growing your guys' business. So podcasts can be a huge plus when it comes to the marketing side of things. So if you guys did get some value out of this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Till next time, peace.